I hate
Don't bury it
puppies.
now. We got to make this shit run for 2.
Good podcast.
I feel threatened.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the Pallet House, the only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems. And this week, hopefully helping you figure out what it is you should be drinking this weekend. We'll start with yours, Troy, for episode 1. Yeah, I'm dying now. I'm like fired up. I don't typically like
It's weird.
I don't like to wish away minutes, but I wouldn't mind wishing away 40 minutes right now.
You and me both.
Then you miss all the fun.
We do that here?
We got all kinds of things to talk about.
Oh,
man.
great.
Yes.
I saw the whiteboard just loaded up.
It's not. It's not.
You're breaking the fourth wall.
I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it more. We're recording a double.
What?
Recording a double.
Does Dave know?
a double.
There we go. It's a little better. I mean, yeah, he knows because he's here an hour early.
Yeah.
There's a reason for that. I was ready on time today. I was actually ready early.
You were.
Today. It was wild. Well, apparently my wife was like, I don't feel well. I'm just going to go to bed.
What time was that?
Good God.
Oh, she's been asleep. Like, so I've had nothing to do.
I'm jealous.
Been mowing the lawn, doing stuff. Like, did grown-up shit.
I need to learn to go to bed earlier. I was thinking about that this morning. Like, I just can't make myself go to bed early. Just try, like, I just mentally, I'm like, I'm not ready to start tomorrow. Like, I know when I wake up, feet hit the ground, on the go, got to go back to work. You know,
I think, unfortunately, that's my problem, too. A big part of it is I don't want to do the next day.
Yes,
That's kind of sad.
it is. It is, but so's being a grown up.
But you know how, like, when you're a kid and it's Christmas, you're like, I think I'm going to go to bed.
Yeah.
Like, you're so excited for that next day
Yeah.
that you go to bed. Even now, if I have a vacation starting the next day, I don't go
Yeah,
to bed
yeah.
early. That one, I guess, doesn't have anything to do with the fact that I'm not looking forward to the next day. So maybe that's not it. But I do find myself, Sundays are the worst.
Yeah.
I find myself sitting up way later than I should on
Yep.
Sunday. And I've already accomplished everything I needed to do because I had all day off.
But you don't want to hit that reset button and start a week over.
I don't. So I'm sitting there watching, like, the game ends and I'm watching post game.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Like, tell me again what happened the past 4 hours?
Yeah. I'd like to hear what Gronk has to say
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing?
I think it's more, at least for me, my body does not want to change whatever state it is in. If I'm awake, it does not want to go to sleep. And if I'm asleep, it doesn't want to wake up.
Interesting.
I guess I could see that. Mine, I'm like exceptionally lazy. Like, whatever mode I'm in,
You want to stay?
I've made it to this mode.
Yeah.
I did it. So now I just want to stay in it.
You got to be pushed out of that mode.
What time do you go to bed at night? Like a normal night. It's a Wednesday night.
It's between 11 and 12.
Yeah. What about you, Dave?
About midnight.
Yeah. I'm between 11 and 12 if I'm being good.
11. The closer I am to 11, the better I feel about myself. But even like, I'll be like, it's 11. I should start I should go to bed. And then like, I'll get up, and then I'll get sidetracked, and I'll do something else. And then I'm like, start messing with my phone or go do something. And then I'm like, oh, it's 11:30. Like, well, I might as well stay up till midnight now.
I've
But
got,
your wife going to bed at 7, like that's definitely probably happened to all of us at least once. But for me, if I go to bed at like 7:30, I'll wake up at 11:30.
Yes.
Fucking wide open.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ready to go.
absolutely.
Like,
ready to rock.
Yeah, I gotta,
worst thing
I'm going to
ever.
be ill.
Yeah, if I go to bed anytime before 10,
Yeah.
it's guaranteed I'm up at bedtime.
Right. You just took
Yeah.
a very late nap.
Yeah, and then I'm up, and now I'm listening to a podcast, and not just like a bit of it,
All of it.
an entire podcast, which is also shitty feeling.
Yeah.
You put it on, and like you hear it end, and go, "Whoa, that was officially an hour and 45 minutes."
Yeah.
Not this one.
Spoiler alert.
You guys can listen to this one and go right to sleep.
Yeah, or feel like, well, I didn't piss
Well,
away
hopefully
too
they
much
don't
time.
do that every week.
Just this week. And next week.
I wish a motherfucker would fall asleep to it and then have to re-listen, download it again. Actually, we don't even get credit for that anymore.
If you listen twice, you don't get credit for it.
If you listen to it, then that's a unique download. But if they listen to it again, it's still just the one unique download.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they've really tightened up the metrics.
Just when we were getting hot, they just...
Oh, I remember the day they changed the metrics on how they measure it, and we lost like half our listeners, which was a pretty good indicator that people were falling asleep and like restarting it at a later time. Or like they were
not completing it.
Like this person drives to work and then listens to it on the way home from work, and it was like that was 2.
Yeah.
That was nice. Those were the good old days. The numbers were fantastic. Now they are middling at best. Which is probably a good time for a plug. You should probably tell people about the fucking podcast.
Yeah.
Because that's all the marketing we do. That was it. That was our marketing.
I think after 9 years, they're going to start listening. Which, by the way, I think we've hit 9 years.
Is it April?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We're halfway through April.
We did it.
Is it 9 years?
Or is it 10?
We can never remember.
I feel like it's 10.
I think we might be 10 years
Have
in.
we done this 10 years, dude?
That would make sense.
That would be sad if we did nothing for our 10th anniversary show.
We're doing a double. We're doing a double. Remember the 1 year anniversary when we got
that
to
was
1 year?
ludicrous.
We threw a whole party here.
Yeah.
We had people. We really tried hard.
We did.
It was amazing. We had an entire gallery partying their asses off. And then we had different guests that we'd call out of the gallery and come on. That was when we had the awkward confrontation between Chris and Pat.
Yes.
That was fantastic.
Because Chris was riding Pat pretty hard, wasn't he? If I remember correctly. From his some of his flat earth takes and stuff.
Which,
He's
he
right.
should.
Pat.
No.
Wait, what?
I don't know if you know this, but they've just recently disproven flat Earth. It turns out there's like a curvature of some sort.
Yeah, who's they? The government?
Of course.
No.
You think you probably believe that those ladies went up in that shuttle?
They did. Katy Perry is the greatest astronaut.
Oh no! Did you see the door opened from the
I saw
inside?
it. Yes.
And then they had to put it back in place so you could open it from the outside.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
You haven't seen this, dude?
No, I haven't paid any attention.
This is the latest flat Earth. I mean,
Katy Perry astronaut.
you are not up to date.
No, please enlighten me.
Yeah, basically they had a video and
They had a live feed of the landing, I guess.
the mushroom tip.
Yeah. And then so like it's a widescreen shot and like you see Bezos and somebody else and they're standing next to the door like getting ready to do the whole like theatric like we're going to open this door with this big magic key. Well, then the door starts to open and they like spin around and they're like, "Oh, shut the door." Like you can't hear anything, but you're like then the door shuts back and then they go back to their stage left and then they come around with this big old like wrench thing like you needed it to open the door. There's all kinds of conspiracies that this whole thing was fake now, dude. You haven't heard any of this?
I have not a lick of
It's
it.
pretty good.
I just know that Katy Perry is my hero now.
She's doing what?
She's my hero.
Oh, yeah.
She's an astronaut. It used to be John Glenn. Now he's out.
Yeah.
It's Katy Perry now.
They're talking about how they were all like done up and, they weren't wearing helmets. Like there's a million like
So the conspiracy is quite simply that they didn't use the giant key to open the door.
The conspiracy is they didn't actually fly to where whatever is considered space now.
I saw a still image of her kissing the ground. That's the kind of reaction you get after you go all the way to space.
Weren't they only up for like
They
11
were
minutes?
up for 11 minutes.
Dude, that's 11 more minutes than I've done. Now I got to hate on this? Come on. We can't just be happy for these women.
They're like people are showing pictures of like how like the little mushroom tip isn't like damaged from like re-entry. And they showed like old footage of like scorches down the side of everything that's come back through the atmosphere
My mushroom tip most of the time comes out undamaged
without scarring.
with most of the time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
But every now and again,
I mean, less so these days. Than
Don't
in
open the door. Oh, nuts.
You opened the door prematurely.
Fuck.
Oh, I
thought it was a race.
I still open the door prematurely
Yeah.
from time to time. In
But
fact,
you
it's-
opened the door.
Didn't even
and
hit
that's what
11
matters.
minutes.
honestly, it's more encouraged these days than it's ever been in the
Yeah, it
past.
is.
You know, I'll be like, "Oh, sorry." Be like, "That was perfect,"
Yeah.
which is sad in its own
Right.
way. You know,
She's like, oh, I almost finished this email.
nah, she'll finish her email. I mean, the email only said thank you. You know? Yeah, I'm tough like that. I hold out till I see send. I got game, dude. Come on. I've been taking that like extend stuff, make me go longer. The send will happen. No, I did not hear there were conspiracy theories.
Oh,
around
yeah.
this. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
Speaking of space,
Do you have a
travel,
take on it, Dave?
I mean, I didn't spend enough time deep diving, but I think I read something like that door thing is a non-issue. You know, yes, it did come in, but it was not supposed to. But then any conspiracist would be like, well, that doesn't make any sense. And
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh, okay, I don't know anymore. You're probably right.
The sad part is, like, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I definitely don't want to assume anything I see 100% anymore. So, like, I would believe either side. If you showed me more evidence of yes, they did it or no, they didn't, I could be coerced to either side.
But at the same point, what's the conspiracy? They went up to weightlessness for 11 minutes. Like, I don't even know if they entered orbit. Probably not. So what is even the
The
conspiracy?
conspiracy is, I think, and I literally just read the headlines. I did not deep dive into any of this at all. I think the conspiracy is it was just like a one, Katy Perry's got a new album coming out, like more like for show, like a
publicity stuff.
publicity stuff.
But why
That's the
not?
word.
Why not? I mean, that ship has been up for an extended period of time before.
Okay, so that's
I
what
don't
I
know.
was going
So
to
why
ask.
is
so
this-
we believe Blue Origin has been into space before.
because didn't Bezos go up there last year?
I'm just asking, do you believe Blue Origin's gone to space?
Well,
Is it the same
Depends
one?
on your definition of space, but do I believe it took off?
Do you believe anyone's been to space?
Do you believe that it has left our atmosphere and then hovered?
Well, I don't think any of them leave the atmosphere anymore.
Yeah, I don't-
Is this whole like going to space thing? It's like they get just close enough to the atmosphere where you start to experience weightlessness. Like you're not tearing through the atmosphere like the shuttle did.
No, but you're getting to the point where you are weightless, i.e., you have left the grips of gravity.
Yes.
So do we believe Blue Origin has done that?
I don't know.
I'll say it. I believe it took off. It went away for 11 minutes and it landed. I don't know how far it went. I mean, and I'm not being a conspiracy theorist. I'm like,
Yeah.
like the movies that film weightlessness, they literally take a big plane,
Vomit comet.
fly it up as high as they can, and then just come down. And because,
You're weightless.
Yeah, you're weightless because everything's
falling.
falling at the speed of gravity. That's probably more likely what they did. I don't know if they're, if someone's like, oh, they didn't do
If
this.
they're astronauts.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't care. I think they took off. I think they got a nice view. And they were back 11 minutes later. It's not worth conspiracy theories.
I was just trying to gauge if the only reason you didn't believe they went to space is because it was full of women. And you're just a sexist.
They weren't flying it.
Like I was trying to figure out if you were.
Where's
like,
the steering wheel in this thing?
Of course, the guys have gone to space. That's what I had a feeling. That's where you were going. So
No, I wasn't.
just scratching, trying to see if I could uncover your latent sexism.
It's not like Ghostbusters 3 or some bullshit.
I still haven't seen that, and I kind of want to because I've heard so bad how bad it is, but I don't even think I've seen it streaming anywhere.
Yeah, it's on the. You don't have Labia, the streaming service.
Menorah or Majora?
I think it's both. It was like Max and
it's
HBO,
like, yeah.
and now it's just Mac. Now it's just Labia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you don't have that.
No.
Oh yeah, they show all that shit. It's good. It's good. It doesn't cost much. They pay you $1 a month. It's a good deal.
It doesn't work for
I thought it was just
every
70
third week, though.
I thought they paid just 70% of what you would pay at it for HBO.
Yeah, it's exactly 30% less than my streaming service, Cock. And Cock, Cock probably
Yeah.
isn't worth the price, if I'm being honest.
No.
Labia's the deal.
Yeah.
But Cock's always ready to go.
Oh, yeah, no, Cock
But
is
it cuts
fired
out
up.
after you turn it on for a few minutes.
Yeah, movies do end prematurely every so often, depending on the content.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you like getting to the climax of a movie right away,
Yeah.
it's perfect. You don't have to sit through all the foreplay. It's awesome.
Yeah,
That's legit.
yeah. A lot of disinterested movies on Labia these days. I've noticed. Really just not awesome. And you can be watching a comedy turn into a tragedy quick. And you don't even know what happened. I was watching a movie on there the other day.
How many are you allowed to watch even anymore? Once a week?
You have to watch the same one over and over again, but it changes.
I was watching one the other day, and then it flashed back and brought up a movie from 20 years ago.
Oh,
and I
God.
was like, why are you bringing this up? And it just came out of left
That
field.
movie has nothing to do with this movie.
Yeah, I was like, this is irrelevant right now.
Yeah.
And then, I argued with it. And then it said, you know what? You don't get to watch anything now. And it just shut off. And I was like, well, that wasn't really fair.
You're like, why do I pay this subscription service for
Yeah.
this?
I was watching Ghostbusters, and then all of a sudden it turned into The Natural. And I'm like, that doesn't even happen.
Yeah.
What happens if that channel catches you going to like Redbox?
Usually it's cool with it.
Really?
Yeah. Because I just show it that I was just watching one of Labia's hits.
Interesting. What if you got a strange new movie?
It could be you. I would say you have
You'd have to find a new,
New subscription.
new subscription.
I heard the
service.
cancellation fee is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
It's going to cost you half of everything.
half of everything. That's the truth. I decided to. Labia and I decided because we were talking about the strange, and we decided that we were both going to get to watch strange movies. And I'll tell you, that motherfucking thing is up all night watching strange movies, and I can't find any strange movies to watch. So
Strange movies coming out of the woodwork.
yeah, I mean, all the time, my Labia apps pay text is going
Yeah.
on. Like very easy for the Labia app to find.
Yeah.
To find strange movies.
But not
Not for me.
Cox.
I scroll all night.
Yeah.
All night, nothing. Yeah. But it's a good app.
It's
good
loyal.
I like it. I do. I like it. For all its quirks, there's just something about Labia I like. I can't put my finger on it. I try. All the time.
2 fingers.
Let's not get greedy. Jeez. Come on. Don't be a jerk. I don't know what just happened.
Yeah, I mean,
We're talking about space travel. Let's get back to science. So,
would y'all do that? Would y'all go up in that thing?
with Katy Perry?
Obviously, that's a no.
Oh, I would go up with Katy Perry. I don't know that I'd want to go up with Bezos. Thanks to either one. If you die, no one's going to remember you.
Yeah.
Right.
One of those people you might be able to get some money out of. The other person's Katy Perry.
Yes, that's exactly right.
Like you might befriend Bezos and get to hang out with him. And
the fuck do I have in common with Bezos?
what do you have in common with Katy Perry?
Labia. We got the same app. I don't know, man. Bezos already knows everything about me.
You don't have any. Well, this is a dumb question for Brendan. Troy,
Brendan, stay quiet. Adults are talking over here.
I see that now. I'm a little offended already.
aren't there activities that you would do without hesitation when you were 24 that now you're like, I have no desire to do that?
Oh, 100%.
Like bungee jumping or
Yeah.
skydiving.
Well, this shuttle would be one of them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's why I got cut out of this conversation.
Yeah. Like riding a fucking skateboard at 35 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Never mind.
That sounds cool. I'd do that. All right. Speaking of space travel, did you guys hear that we pretty much found proof of life on another planet?
No.
It's
did
official.
not hear that.
Yes. So
How do you know this, but you don't know about Katy Perry going to space in the
because
conspiracy?
one is fucking science and one is celebrity gossip.
But you
which is
know
which?
celebrity gossip.
I do.
You love Katy Perry.
I didn't take the time to read the article, but then I saw something about, hey, we think we found life, and I was like, well, I should read this. Whereas I just assumed Katy Perry went up into space because Bezos is flying all kinds of nerds up there. This isn't shocking. But a few years ago, we discovered a planet. It's called like KB12 or something. K2-18b. Obviously, how did I screw that up? It's planet K2-18b. Literally 2.5 times the size of Earth. And it's like 130 light years away from us, which is, in space terms, not that far.
I don't understand.
Did they hear like Taylor Swift coming through from it or something?
It turns out it's inhabited by nothing but Taylor Swifts. It's a great planet. There's one Travis Kelce, and he's just shriveled up. No, so there's this. So the James Webb telescope?
Yeah.
Powerful telescope we have. So apparently this thing can look all the way. What is this?
Somebody's knocking.
Hello?
Hello. We have some guests. Yeah, you don't want to.
There we go. Well, there was a quick word from our sponsors.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, this planet.
Here's what I don't get. And I remember having this this thought when I was a child, when they'd be like, there can't be life because there's no water. I remember thinking, how did we know what sustains life on other planets?
100%. Why is water critical to other organisms?
But you're saying we know there's life.
We know that we maybe know that we have found life similar to ours. So apparently that James Webb telescope, it can see, obviously way out into space, but one of the things it can do is it can actually pick up on particles in atmosphere. If you focus on an atmosphere, it can actually determine some of the gases and the byproducts that are actually in the atmosphere itself. And this particular planet, K2-18b, 130 light years away, we saw it 3 years ago, and we concluded that there was a 99.7 or 99.6, something like that, like probability.
Hold on, which one is it? Because that makes a huge difference.
Here's what I can tell you. 99.9 is when we'll be like, okay, we're good. The fact that it was 99 point something and not 99.9, we were like, too many variables.
Really?
Too much bullshit. Like, we're not.
So my joke was kind of
fully accurate. Fully accurate. No, you were like spot on. And so we've been studying it for the last 2 years, analyzing everything we can. Well, now we have completely identified 2 different atmospheric elements that are a byproduct of organisms that live in water.
here. Again,
Correct.
back to the whole, like, we know we have XYZ here on Earth, so, and it's made by ABC, but just because we see XYZ on another planet doesn't mean there's, like...
Here's the crazy thing, though. Just picking up on that byproduct does mean that there's an organism similar to ours living in the water, but it's not indicative of, like, how far evolved other organisms are on the planet. It just lets us know that there's something in there.
Yeah.
So for 2 years we've been studying it, and now we're at like 99.7.
Oh.
And they're like, okay, like this is, and now they absolutely know these 2 byproducts are in the air. So the likelihood is higher. They think in 3 years' time, we will have that 99.9, and we can conclusively say, yes, there's life on that planet. And it's life that, which is funny you bring that up. It's life similar to ours, which means life we understand, which means also potentially habitable.
It's how much can we honestly know about this planet?
It's only 130 light years away. It's not that far. Are you researching this right now?
It's
Dave?
like,
I am.
Did we talk about the stupid dire wolves on here?
No.
So they'll have us believe that they that the dire wolf is non-extinct.
No, it's exactly the same. We've recreated a creature from 1,200 years ago
Yes.
perfectly. No ifs, ands, or buts.
You immediately click on the article or read the article, and it's like, that's not even close to what we did.
Well, we took an animal that we have,
The gray wolf.
and we added a little bit of something that was from a dire
We
wolf.
spliced some DNA from a dire wolf in there.
Boom.
And
Perfect
it's
dire wolf.
99.9% gray wolf. That looks like a dire wolf.
No, it's 99.9 dire wolf
Oh.
with that 1/10% of gray wolf, the soul,
Yeah.
the part that you can't recreate. No, it's bullshit.
When they talk about these things look, obviously we're not physicists and we're not really smart enough to understand these things. But when you're telling me you know exactly what's going on,
I get it.
I can't buy it.
Here's what I know. Geeks and nerds, space geeks and nerds in particular, and scientists have gone from, holy shit, I think we're onto something, to now like half of their curmudgeons that were like, no, we're not close enough. Well, now like half of that half are on board. We think we got it. And in 2 years or so, when we get it to that next level, then as far as we're concerned, we have found life on another planet. And then you got to start wondering if Katy Perry is going to have to go there and check it out.
That's who I vote to send.
I mean, yeah, let's do it.
There are a lot of differing interpretations of that data.
That's because we're at 99.7. We're not at 99.9, which is where we'll call it conclusive.
Throw me another.
Yeah, give me a side conspiracy, your conspiracy theory action.
All right. This conspiracist named Dr. Wogan at NASA's Ames Research Center has yet another interpretation of the data. He published research
When did he publish this?
Well, let me.
Because this could be using the old data.
No, this is from an article dated like last week.
Old data.
But he's saying that K2-18b could just be a mini gas giant with no surface.
I don't know why we have to believe that this byproduct couldn't just be created as a product in an atmosphere.
Right. And he published that in February of last year.
Oh, boom, boom, boom. It's different. That dude may be that's what I'm saying. Like there were all these people who said no. Well, now half of them are on team There's Life just because of this movement of 2/10.
Let me know when you can prove something.
I'm just saying it's getting closer. It's getting in that part of the world. It's exciting. And if we're going to talk about Katy Perry and traveling to space, then I would like to talk about actual space.
We can't
stuff.
even go back to the moon.
We could, but
But we don't.
well, high def
Yeah,
really makes
yeah.
it more difficult.
We're talking about moving to Mars and other K2 planets that like you wouldn't even know about, and because it has life, but yet, hey, just go to the moon and like build something. Nah, we're good.
Well, what's exciting about this particular planet is it's orbiting around a totally different sun. And it looks, at least according to the renderings on BBC, it looks awfully Earthish, even though we don't have any imagery of it.
The artist rendering of this planet.
I mean, it looks
Sounds
so
legit.
I was looking at it.
Humanoids in the rendering look pretty good.
I was looking at it too. I was like, I mean, it sure does look like Earth. Then I was like, wait a minute. This is 130 light years away. Like, they don't have a photo. But the way they drew it, I was like, fuck, it looks so much bigger than Earth and better. Like, they had the Earth next to it. They both looked the same. It's like, this is amazing.
But everything was reversed on it, maybe?
It's just, yeah. Just held a mirror up. Yeah. Like a funhouse mirror. Look how much bigger it is.
It looks like Pandora. It's got like, they've just put some trees in the sky, and everybody's like, whoa.
I mean, it looked really habitable. It looked like the kind of neighborhood I'd like to move to. And then I was thinking, fuck, we could be there in 130 years. And then it occurred to me, wait, we can't even travel at the speed of light.
Exactly.
Like, I went through This was a really difficult turd for me. I'm like,
But you fought through it.
I did, but like I had so many like moments of excitement and then down to like, wait, like the realizations. I was like, it sure does look like Earth. Oh wait, that's right.
Yeah.
Some asshole drew this to look like Earth.
Yeah.
And I was like, but it is only 130 years away. I mean, wait, we can't even travel that speed. I just watched Top Gun Maverick again, and I know that we can only get to like Mach 9.
That's not even true.
I saw him do it.
It was rendered.
And he pushed it to 10 if you really look at the numbers. But
I think the numbers are like, I think we've been to like Mach 3 or 4 or something. Like we've been nowhere near. Like,
Bro,
why
I
he
saw
picked
it.
that number is just insane. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do know, but I look at that as like the 1.21 gigawatts, which is not even pronounced correctly because that was such a ridiculous number in 1985. But 1 gigawatt, it's going to happen pretty soon.
do you know how many sperm are in a load?
5.
1 gazillion.
I see what you did there.
Sorry, if we're gonna do made up
How
numbers,
about not heard
I'd
that
like
joke?
A gigawatt's not a made up number.
Well-
a gigawatt is,
Yeah, but you said gigawatts, didn't you?
because that's the reference from Back to the
I
Future.
get it. And
No, but that's
a gazillion's a thing, but a gazillion is not. I was on the same page.
Believe it or
It
not.
makes sense to me.
Back to the Future isn't necessarily scientific. Like Top Gun Maverick was supposed to be like factual. Like this is real life in today's world. Like why they would pick such an absurd number when like just breaking it by a half a Mach would have been.
You've got to think though that when they're writing it, they're like, "All right, we've gone 3. I heard a guy was pushing 4. Let's put 5." But then what if Katy Perry does 5?
We tend to get bit by the or we used to back in the 80s and 90s would be like the year is 2015.
Oh, yeah.
Like that we usually go like we're way
We
on
have
the other
screwed
side.
that
Yeah.
up. Like I've watched movies that are set in the future, and
Yeah.
like I've already passed it,
Yeah, by a lot.
and I'm like, Blade, I didn't see Blade anywhere.
Yep. And all those Tauruses from RoboCop are not on the road.
Yeah, it's crazy. The only one that seems to be coming ever closer is the what's the Tom Cruise movie where like they like scan you and they're showing you ads like that are for you as he's walking around.
What movie is that? A Minority Report?
Yeah,
I never saw that.
that one is like that one's getting dangerously close because
Yeah.
your phone's constantly emitting things, and like we know when you're nearby. We're getting to the point where, depending on who walks by a screen, we can make sure that that screen shows an ad that you'd care about. It's coming.
Do you ever think about what it must have been to live? And we did live when there wasn't nearly the technology, but like even in our parents' age or even before, like you just could have just almost lived and gone. Like literally, if you just got in your car and drove away,
You were gone.
you were gone.
I mean, fuck, you could have a whole family 20 miles away.
Yes.
They never know each
Yeah.
other. Now I can't have a family that's online.
Yeah.
Like I got to go to one of them remote tribes.
You still see and hear people about like they try to like fake their death or do something like that, and it's like there's almost no way that's happening.
To fake your death?
Yeah, like to like
It's going to be tough.
like if you wanted to start over somewhere, you're pretty much you're doomed.
Tupac was like the end of being able to possibly fake your own death, like that time frame.
Yeah.
Because everyone after that, it's like good.
Everyone
luck,
else
dude.
after Tupac has failed.
Yeah, be like, oh, there's a.
But
Google.
he
But
was
he
successful.
succeeded.
Yeah, everyone else now you logged into your Google account. Fuck. Didn't even mean to. I just looked at a phone.
Oh,
The Labia app will always rat you out.
Always. Yeah, I downloaded the newest.
He was watching the movie last night.
I downloaded the newest update, and it's like way crazy. It's way crazy.
But that was the marketing on it.
Yeah,
The crazier, the better.
Yeah.
but it's like it's sliding into my DMs and shit, like at awkward times. It's not great. New Labia app's not as good. I like the old one, but you always pine for the old version.
Don't we all?
That's just nature, man. It's just nature.
Or just another version.
Just any version. I held one. That's how bad it was.
Oh,
Yeah, I held it.
can't wait to hear that one later.
I would have had to beep it. I would have had to go back, but I heard it, and it was good. Oh gosh, you know what we should do?
What should we do?
All this space talk, all this traveling at the speed of sound and light, and whatever new thing,
Jizzawatts.
Jazillions. It's got my energy depleted.
Oh, that's what Marty was going for. The Jizzawatt. Then they changed it last minute.
Yeah.
That's gonna make a mess when it rains down on the DeLorean.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to watch the Jizzawatts roll back out of the Labia app.
Is you need some hydration?
They call that an app pie or something.
The flesh capacitor.
Yes, I'm famished. I need an energy drink. Troy, do you have an energy drink back there for me?
I do.
Oh, thank God.
A Light Strike hard refresher.
Wait, hard refresher.
How are we just now getting to this? It's 2025. I feel like this already should have happened.
Guess they didn't want to call it hard AIDS.
You notice I'm having trouble opening this.
That's why you're gonna need two of those.
Now I was trying to keep this part at the top, but now I see it's on the bottle, so I can just read it from the bottle.
All right.
Because they're 170 calories.
Oh,
Ooh, what's a Gatorade? Probably.
Well, they make like Gatorade Zeros now.
wait, hold on. This says contains 21 alcohol. Oh no, contains alcohol. Must be 21. I guess that's saying this can't be 21% alcohol, can it?
No. Here's a body armor that I'm drinking. Lemon lime. It's 0 sugar. It's 10 calories. It almost looks exactly
They
the same.
look the same. It's the same bottle shape.
Yep.
Okay, so they've copied the body armor, the primes, all of the more modern energy drinks. This looks like it's called Light Strike Hard Refresher, 5% alcohol. Is this going
is
to
lemon
refresh
lime.
me? Like, can I have this after I play pickup basketball?
I would say so.
10% coconut water. I feel like it's
Oh, that's actually awesome.
helping with your hangover while you're drinking.
Then it says on it. It says Light Strike Hard Refresher. And it says Light Strike is not a hydration product. It's a hard refresher that hits different. This contains alcohol, so please enjoy responsibly. But I mean, tell me a kid couldn't grab this out of your fridge.
If this was in my fridge,
chug
kid
it.
would. Well, I can't tell if they chug it. Let's taste it.
Well, yeah.
And then let's determine if it's the kind of thing a kid could accidentally grab. But it sure as shit looks like it. In fact,
Even the font looks like something a 9-year-old is like, I want that.
yes.
oh, this is
And the name.
I could literally sit at the bus stop and drink this and a cop roll up and I could just keep drinking it because this looks like an energy drink.
At the
You're
bus
right.
stop, that goes between your legs when you're operating a motor vehicle, obviously.
That's a great call. The cop pull me over and the light strike sitting in the cup holder. I'd be like, "What's your problem, officer?"
Or you just pour it in a Gatorade bottle.
I'm hydrating my ass
Oh, I gotta
off.
get a cup so I can try this.
Yeah, let's try this thing. Ooh. It smells like Zima fucked a Gatorade.
The second it touches your tongue, it's like, this is going to be good. And then a second later, you go,
Yeah.
I got it.
I wanted a taste.
Oh, I've been drinking out of it.
So
All right, light strike. What flavor? Lemon lime?
smells pretty good.
It does.
You said it's once it touches your tongue, you think it's gonna be good.
And then
Hell yeah, it does.
a second later,
Once it touches your tongue, you know it's going to be good. And then those forever chemicals, really.
it's got like that malt beverage aftertaste.
But boy, howdy, it is refreshing.
Would you rather have this or a seltzer?
I'll go with the lobotomy.
Can you read the stuff on the back? Like, is it how many carbs are in it and all that stuff? Like, is it actually better for you? Like, do you get some hydration from it? Because that's obviously what they're going for.
10 grams carb, 7 grams sugar.
It's a lot of sugar. isn't it?
Includes 7 grams added sugar. Bunch of potassium.
So that's good.
Well, 2%.
Not a lot.
Bunch of sodium. That's good. It's 11% of your sodium.
So when Dave says he has a bunch of penis,
It's just 2.
just 2%.
It's just 2. Okay. I have a feeling we're all going to have opinions about this. This is weird. Every time I drink it, I go, I don't like the aftertaste, but I'm like, sure is refreshing.
Yeah.
And I just keep drinking it.
You're like, I got to drink more to get rid of this aftertaste.
The aftertaste is like iodine.
You drink iodine?
No, it's just what it smells like. Like in a hospital, you get a certain smell in the hospital and it tastes like that smell.
Yeah.
Does that make any sense?
It does.
I'm trying to there's a hospital taste to it.
It's not overpowering to me.
No, it's just there. And it reminds me that I could go to the hospital. It smells like
How does that not fall like under the whole? Well, I guess everything does. I mean, it just seems like we're gearing more and more towards children.
it tastes like plastics and
I just think for 170 calories, you can quench your thirst better and get a buzz.
I doubt I can get more buzzed. Fucking extreme. I feel like I could slam dunk right now. I know I run faster.
That's a fact.
I know I run faster. It probably only take me about 130 years to get to.
How much you think those cost? It was a 4-pack.
$8.
Bought at Publix.
Okay, bought at Publix. So
$8.99.
full price. I think $8.99 sounds low, but at the same time, I think this is cheap. I somehow think this is inexpensive. I'm going to take it down to $7.99.
It was $9.99.
You were that close. I knew you were one off.
But that's $2.50 a piece. Like, that's not crazy.
I mean, that's Gatorade prices at the.
Yeah, with alcohol.
But this isn't Gatorade with alcohol.
No.
No, I've had Gatorade with alcohol. I know what Gatorade with alcohol tastes like.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if I've done that. I've had to have done that.
I've definitely done that. Just a little vodka in there or a light rum. Light rum's a refreshing
Yeah.
treat.
What type of alcohol do you think they're?
Malt.
It's got to be malt, right?
Yeah.
Because they would tell us if it was vodka. They'd be
Yeah.
proud of it. They're hiding it.
I just don't think this is very good.
It's because it's not.
Okay.
I don't think it's very bad, though.
Well, that's what's so fucked up.
Doesn't it
about
have
this.
to say malt beverage on it or something?
If it's a malt beverage, it will say it's a malt beverage.
Because it could be rubbing alcohol.
Usually it says malt. Of course, I can't see anything on this.
This is so difficult because the lemon lime part is enjoyable. I don't mind it. I drink it. I'm like, that's okay. But it's that like antiseptic kind of plasticky.
I don't drink a lot of coconut water. Is that it?
No, coconut water is delicious.
It's bad coconut water can have a weird aftertaste, but like I drink a lot of coconut water. When I'm hungover, I drink coconut water. It's
Let's
like
say shake well.
oh
Did you shake well?
no, I didn't.
That might have changed. That might change the game. Probably.
That'd
Not.
be hilarious. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so good.
I'm not kidding. It does cut down on that weird aftertaste.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
It did cut down on it. It's still very much there, but it's like lessened.
Kind of like
It is a little bit better.
It's like somehow the sugar got in it. Like maybe the sugar doesn't dissolve on account of the plastics.
Well, it's probably the coconut water settling to the bottom. The
Yeah.
coconut.
It's separating from the funk.
Yeah.
from the malt.
Oh, it is better when you shake. Like
No, it's actually
markedly different.
it's like twice as good.
Isn't it weird when
we
they
were
put,
just getting the straight chemicals the first time.
Isn't
Yeah.
it weird when they put shake well or turn upside down or something? Like they always put small.
Yeah, they should just call that motherfucker Shake.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
This totally changes my opinion.
Michael J. Fox is like the spokesman. Like let it be known.
Now I gotta try it again.
So I'll go first. If you don't shake it, it's a 1, and you should never spend your money on it. If you shake it up, it's a 2.5, and I wouldn't be mad if you spent your money on it, but there are better options.
So I think regardless of how you break it down, it has to be a 2.5, because if it was lower than a 2.5, it would be bad. If it was above a 2.5, it'd be leaning towards good. And what this does is comes at you with a sugary Gatorade vibe on the front end, which is kind of tasty. And then it hits you with a really bad antiseptic,
Yeah.
kind of iodine-ish, forever plastics kind of aftertaste.
Rubbing alcohol. I wasn't even joking.
Yeah, that I don't know how to describe outside of whatever we just did. That's as close as you get. And that's bad. So it's got a good and a bad. So you got to just give it a 2.5. I can't give it anything better. I can't give it anything worse.
I don't think that's how that works.
That's how it's working right now.
You know,
Are you going to buy this?
No, but I don't buy 2.5s.
Oh, all right.
But I don't finish ones.
Right.
I agree with everything both y'all said.
Except.
I just, to break Brendan's point down a little more, you know, the old like saying you hear, like, if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have no quarterbacks. You
Yeah.
know, like,
Yeah.
so like to me, it's like, are you trying to hydrate and drink Gatorade, or are you trying to catch a buzz? Because to Dave's point, there's a better way to do both of those. And I don't think this is the chocolate and peanut butter making the Reese's cup. Like, this is 2 things that were fine on their own.
Right.
Again, it's a 2.5 together. It's just, to me, it's actually, I'm drinking a Body Armor now that has more flavor. So this Light Strike thing is actually kind of underwhelming and definitely fake tasting, which as it should be, because it's not in nature. But I was hoping the coconut water would help it. But again, it's very middling. And if you want to catch a buzz, drink what we said to drink last week and grab a Gatorade. Like, or mix a water in with a seltzer, in between. Like, to me, this is a novelty.
It's a Jeep Gladiator.
Yes,
I like-
exactly.
So Jeep Gladiator's a 4.
No, Jeep Gladiator is not good at being a Jeep, not good at being a truck.
Yeah, it's a 3.5. It's underpowered. It's underpowered.
This is not good at being a hydration drink and not good at being a alcoholic drink.
Yeah, so what'd you give it, Troy?
I'm with y'all, 2.5. Like, it's just, and I agree with your, like,
All different reasons to end up at 2.5 and all like,
Yeah.
it's a 2.5.
But if someone for whatever reason really liked it and they said it's a 3, I like the flavor, I could understand that.
Yeah.
And if somebody said it's not only not good, it's also not good, it's a 2. I see some benefits. I'm not going to spit it out. I could see that. So I guess 2.5 works.
I believe if you drank too much of this, you would decompose more slowly than someone who did not. There are forever plastics in here.
I'm just thinking, like, drink your bourbon.
It's like
and
formaldehyde. It's got a formaldehyde vibe.
And drink a Gatorade Zero while you're drinking your bourbon. Like,
Inhale through your mouth.
it's definitely
Is it problem? It's a little
I
problematic.
got to take a sip and do that.
I mean, it's artificial.
Oh yeah, it's certainly artificial.
It tastes like when you're huffing a helium balloon.
I was wondering how you're going to.
It just tastes like when you're huffing.
When you get a bad can of spray paint?
Yeah, exactly.
Skunky.
Yeah.
Like if you don't get the ball to rattle around
Yeah.
enough, and then you're huffing it, and you're
Yeah.
like, no, I smell weird. Yeah, it's just not as good.
Yeah, I was deli hunting and I saw that and I was like, Now, I know we haven't done this weird ass thing.
Fair.
Yeah.
And it gets harder and harder to find delis that we haven't done.
Yeah.
And you nailed it.
But it would be pretty cool if some soccer mom brought a cooler of these to like a 12-year-old soccer game and they all chugged them at halftime.
Do you think that team would play better or worse? Like if they all had one.
Well, I think the
12-year-olds.
vomit would.
But I don't think you'd vomit.
I think a 12-year-old, if they chugged. First off, when I was a kid, if I drank Gatorade, if I chugged Gatorade, I wanted to puke. Like just the amount of sugar and crap
Chugging
in it.
anything.
Yeah.
Chugging
like
anything.
Water's the only thing that's ever hydrated me. To this day, if I'm thirsty, I don't want anything but ice cold water. That's what quenches my thirst.
You've never had a Gatorade and thought this was
Never once.
quenching?
No. I like Gatorades and I will drink them from time to time, but if I'm like parched,
Yeah.
water. I want water.
Interesting.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So if you were to accidentally give a 12-year-old soccer team, and they start running around, like they're going to start vomiting. Because 5% sugary drink will probably make,
16 ounces too.
yeah.
Kind of want to know. I kind of want to like drop a cooler off at the old soccer field and just kind of just leave it out there so that somebody's like, someone left the cooler. Oh, okay, they're Gatorades, and like bring it to their team. Like then you'd have plausible deniability. Like you were just at the game, and you had 12 of these. You put them in a cooler, and then they took it.
That would be,
Hilarious.
well, we can't say that.
I mean, in theory.
In theory.
Hilarious.
Yes, well, I'm not proposing we actually do it. I'm proposing a listener do it. It's different.
Yeah.
I want to be one step removed.
Brendan, I'm going to interrupt this podcast because I just got a text message from a friend of ours named the Abacus. Don't look at it because I want to be the one to read this to you.
I haven't read it.
So he just sent an article in from Food and Wine, and it says Miller Lite and Pringles team up on beer and barbecue inspired potato crisp. One of summer's greatest simple pleasures is a slow, leisurely party on a patio in a backyard on a warm Saturday night. And the best part of outdoor entertaining is naturally the food that comes with it. If you're the kind of person who's grilling all summer long, it's likely you're familiar with, pop-up ads.
Yeah.
But slow cooked and succulent. You're familiar with the slow cooked and succulent dish beer can chicken.
Oh, I
This
do
grilling
make a lot of beer
strategy,
can
which
chicken.
does involve cooking a chicken on top of a beer can, is incredibly delicious. We're always on the lookout for a version of this flavor combo. Miller Lite is partnering with Pringles on 2 brand new crisps that encapsulate
Thank God they said crisp.
classic warm, not chips.
I thought they were gonna make a beer that tasted like beer can chicken, and I was like, I can't do this, but I could eat a chip.
Beer can chicken and grilled beer brat flavored Pringles are headed to a grocery store near you.
Bro, they got grilled beer brat flavored
Yes.
chips. I'll put that shit in my mouth quick.
Dude, check this. I'll try to post this on the page, but check out those Pringles cans.
Oh, those are rad looking,
They got Miller Lite cans on them.
dude. I don't have to be 21 to buy them,
Bang.
so I can bring those to the kids' soccer game.
And hand them out.
Brat flavored potato chip.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll play. In fact,
Have you ever had a Pringles that you didn't like?
no. I love Pringles. You know what's funny is I've got those chips right there. I can't remember what they're called. The wild protein chips. So those chips that are on the bar right now, those are buffalo flavored crispy chips, and they're made out of chicken. Like they don't use any potato in that thing. That's actually
Ground up chicken?
It's
And
ground
like-
up. No joke. It's ground up chicken
Chicken assholes.
that they've turned into a chip, and they're crunchy.
They're good.
And they've got a buffalo flavor.
They are good.
Yeah. And they're like 10 grams of protein. But that's actually a chicken chip,
That's awesome.
and I like it. And I don't feel bad about eating them because they're full of protein, low in carbs, and all the, it's just chicken.
I don't feel bad about eating any potato chip.
You feel bad after a while,
You should.
but
But I love potato chips.
those are actually chicken, and I love them. And I can only imagine.
Chicken breast, egg white, and bone broth.
Yeah, that's what they put in there to make a chicken-based chip.
Well, now we got to keep our eyes peeled for this Miller Lite inspired Pringles.
That's what I'm saying. If because that's actually chicken and it tastes good. Imagine when Pringles gets their hands on beer can chicken.
I don't even know if I've ever had beer can chicken.
So it's exclusively how I do my chickens in the grill.
Really?
Absolutely. Because,
You stand the chicken upright and you shove a whole beer in it,
yep, up its ass.
and it's open.
Yeah, so
So it steams the beer out of it.
here's step one to make beer can chicken.
Open the can.
Crack a beer.
Oh, no.
Drink half the beer.
Oh, really?
That's my favorite step one of any
Okay.
recipe ever.
I think that's 2 steps, but
You're making 2 chickens? Good news. Crack 2 beers. Drink some of that beer.
you have to drink half the beer, or you have to get rid of half of it,
You have to get rid of enough of the beer because you don't want it like bubbling up.
boiling over.
Yeah. So then you take it and you cram it into the carcass, and then you stand it up and you kind of just hook the legs up in a way that it
It's
holds
standing on its
everything
own?
upright.
Yeah.
And then you just smoke that chicken.
You smoke it, not grill it.
Yeah, you smoke it. So your top's down, slow and low, and it keeps moisture constantly steaming from the inside out while the smoke's hitting it from the outside in. So the outside gets a good little crisp to it, but it's tender. I mean,
Nice.
super tender. And then it gives it this ever so slight sweetness coming from all the sugars in the beer that just kind of steam within the smoker. It's excellent. It's the exclusively how I make chickens.
Interesting.
Yeah, turkeys I spatchcock. I take the extra step.
But you can't like do it over like charcoal or anything.
You can. You just put the top on. You crank the bottom one to half and the top one to half. The vents. Keep it around that like 250, 275 tops. And just let it do its thing. It's amazing.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it doesn't burn anything.
Can you do Cornish game hens?
I
with
guess
little
with one of
7-ounce
that
cans?
little can. Yeah, you just gotta get those little High Life bottles. Take a couple nips and jam it up its ass. Why not? That's how I do my frogs. Just little teeny tiny bottles of beer.
What if you shoved a Zen up there?
I don't think you could put a Zen inside of a chicken.
Why not? They have a butthole.
I think that would.
Hold on. How do you take your sins?
Yeah, why? That's actually a good question, Troy. Why is it that you're putting a Zen in your butthole? And this is actually the second time now in this podcast that you've brought up putting Zins in your butthole.
It is?
Yeah. And still only one time you ever talked about tucking them up in your...
And now that you mention it, I've seen you grab 10 Zens already this podcast. I haven't seen you spit any out.
Yeah. So how do you propose...
Well, it's your bung is a mucous membrane, and
Fact.
and it
Science.
University of Tennessee is famous for butt chugging. There's a reason.
Oh, and you've heard about the...
There's a reason why you do cocaine up your nose. Mucous membrane.
I thought it smelled good.
So why do women dip tampons in vodka and put them in their vaginas? Mucous membrane?
Yeah. All same.
Which, for the record, in August, when the new Labia app came out, that particular release was an Eastern European one, and it did have tampons in it, soaked in vodka. And that one was not very nice.
Wow.
Yeah. And every once in a while,
I hear it's dangerous.
late at night, it would just die. It's a callback to a story we probably never told on here, but
Yeah.
I'm aware of it and I'm laughing. Dave, continue.
It's on my mind. I don't know why.
Oh, I know why.
Oh, why is that?
Because of the fucking old man. You heard
Do
about the
tell.
old man, right?
Do tell.
There was an old man who crammed like 40 Zins up his butt.
And
Oh, I don't know. Please. You know more?
and if I remember the headline, and in his foreskin.
Obviously.
Yeah, I guess that was stupid of me to bring that part up. Everybody already assumed that much.
Chalk it up as yet another reason. I wish that I hadn't lost the old foreskin. You know? Because I'm over here.
How many
I'm
could
over
you
here.
put in that?
What I love is that just hearing about this old man cramming 40 Zins
You're
in his
putting a
butthole.
Zin in.
Yeah. And then I was like, I do need another Zin.
You and I are carrying these metal Zen cans around like a bunch of chumps because
Yeah.
we don't have foreskins.
I can just put my empties in my foreskin. You know? Like, that would be so much better.
Because you know there's some residual in the empties.
Yeah. And my dick only needs a little Zin.
That's right.
It doesn't need a full
Oh,
Zin.
it doesn't need a lot.
So I wonder if this guy.
Look, I'll be honest, dude. There's all of me,
Yeah.
and then there's just the other head.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I like to put a used Zin in the other head because it's just enough. You know, you wouldn't give a small dog
Yeah.
a full Zin.
Good
you
point.
spit it in the yard,
That's right.
and then the dog finds it, and then they're addicted to going outside, always scratching at the door. Gotta get outside. I gotta get out there. So, yeah, so what was the story? Like, why did this guy? He just thought it would be awesome to put 40 up his ass. in
Yeah,
his foreskin?
somebody sent me the article, and honestly, I didn't even open it. But I just read the headline.
headline was
And
enough?
I was like, that is interesting enough to share because
But how's it end?
I'm assuming it doesn't end well.
I don't
That's
know.
a
What
lot
if-
of nicotine.
Did he work his way up to 40? Like, did he?
Yeah, did he start with a couple?
I don't think you start with 40.
Nah, that's a good point.
I think you stick one up your ass one time
Yeah.
and go, that actually worked.
Tingly. You think it was a mint?
I think
Or like, do you go coffee?
no, you go mint. If I'm gonna stick it in my ass, I should feel it.
Cinnamon?
Maybe that's why he went for no cinnamon's a little too burny.
Well, is wintergreen too burny?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's only one way to figure this out.
To call the dude, I'm not
Run a
sticking
test.
cinnamon.
Wait, what?
We're on different pages. We're on different
I
pages.
thought we were inside the science house.
I'm guessing this dude's fucking.
I'll be the control.
This dude's British. You're the control. You son of a bitch. Is this dude British? Have you found it yet? 40 Zin in old man's butthole?
It says read it. On,
Don't lead with just
On
old
Daily
man's
Mail.
butthole.
Yeah, I haven't found it yet.
Definitely watch the video.
Is there a how-to?
I hope this goes to lemonparty.org.
Well, check this out. So 4 years ago, there's an article on Business Insider saying people are putting nicotine pouches in their butts, penis, foreskins. Butts and penis foreskins.
Oh, so this guy's not even a trendsetter.
Come on, dude. I thought you were ahead of the game. He's just a follower.
Yeah, he's lame. And we know it's an old man.
I had him, high on a pedestal. Now I'm just looking at him differently. Like maybe he's not right.
No,
Maybe he's crazy.
It's lame.
Yeah.
It's lame to be the 100th guy to stick Zin in your
Yeah.
ass.
Apparently the Scandinavian folks are really into that.
Well, Zen is their thing.
I mean, technically, Swedish Match invented Zin
Yeah.
before the big dogs bought them up. But they were famous for creating snus. And snus, I remember way back, like in the 90s, running into kids that were like, oh no, this is how the Swedish do it. And they were sticking their snus pouches up.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's crazy talk. Now it's like anyone who puts anything in their bottom lip, I'm like, that's disgusting.
Yeah, you're gross. You're a
child.
problem.
Yeah. It's butt or up.
And maybe both.
Everybody, yeah. Or 4.
So one website saying that is a hoax, that the latest TikTok thing is not true.
Oh, it was a video.
There's no way it's a hoax because I guarantee someone's done it.
It's not a hoax because Katy Perry had 40 Zins in her ass when she went to space. Everybody knows that.
That's fact. I remember them talking about that when she got back.
Yes. That's what I'm saying. They were like, I can't believe she went all the way to space with 40 Zins in her ass. And I remember thinking, those are rookie numbers, Katie.
Get your numbers up.
That's right. Get your numbers up.
So snuzyn.com says it is a hoax.
That's what Big Snooze would have you believe.
Yep.
Isn't that the truth? They never they never want you doing cool things.
Like, no alcohol is going to be like, you'll totally get drunker if you butt chug this.
but we know it's true.
But we know it's a fact. People have died.
Yeah, that's as drunk as you can get.
Yeah.
That
Because
is
you're
so
not
drunk.
processing anything.
It's not going through your liver. It's literally going straight to your bloodstream.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So the Zen, well, because Zen goes straight to your bloodstream in your mouth.
Yeah, I guess it would be the exact same.
It's just, one time you got to wash your hands. The other time you just go about your business.
Yeah, exactly. One is really weird in public.
Putting it in your mouth.
Yeah.
Hey, keep your fingers out of your mouth. That's gross. Don't you know where they've
Yeah,
been?
you know how many germs are in your mouth? Just go right to the butt.
Just save yourself. I have a bidet, so
Yeah.
I'd feel comfortable. My mouth goes gross places.
Yeah, but in a business meeting, you might catch a couple looks.
You're going to catch a couple of looks popping us in no matter where you put it in a business meeting.
Yeah,
Some
but you
more
can
than
kinda-
others.
You can kind of do it a little discreetly.
In the
In
butt?
the mouth.
I was like,
You
I
might
don't
be
see-
able to in the butt.
I'm on Zoom. It's from the neck up.
That's right.
It's from the chest up.
You're squirming a lot in your seat there, Brandon.
Yeah, sorry, I'm an addict.
Don't judge me.
Yeah, let it be.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm good with just the old fashioned way.
Yeah, I think I'm good. And now that I know it's a hoax, I feel bad that we even brought it up. Because now our listeners are gonna do it.
I feel like dudes that ride electric skateboards should totally try it one time.
It does seem like it's of the electric skateboard type.
Right.
I don't understand why I'm catching strays right now. Like that's
I'm saying you're adventurous. I'm
Yeah.
jealous of you. You should try it.
but there's no correlation between the two things. That is literally catching strays for no reason. The definition of catching strays, right there. Oh, you ride electric skateboard. What, you got Zen in your ass? Two things have nothing to do with each other.
We've all been mocked for that.
You know, people driving by you are like, that dude has Zin up his ass.
They literally don't. I would believe that.
What about
no
if
one,
you're driving a Miata?
No,
closer? We're getting warmer. We're getting warmer.
wine corks.
For the record,
Red, not white.
red when it comes out. Well, it's not used to that. It's only had Zin in there. Oh, cork.
And they're softer.
Yeah. Actually, speaking of, my big plan tomorrow, and I'm like, over the moon excited. I am just driving the Miata.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
I was already thinking about washing the Jeep and taking the doors off of it because it's supposed to get warm and be nice in next week.
This is the time.
How's that new interior treating you in the Miata?
It's really nice.
You notice some more glances?
Nope.
Not catch any more eyes?
No, nothing has changed. It's just $3,000 gone. That's all. That's the only difference is I'm paying like 18% interest. That's what's different.
But you could say that about anything. You get a nice suit. You're like, that's $3,000 gone.
That's a
Nothing's
real
changed.
nice suit.
That's a real nice suit. I'm like a $500 suit.
Yeah.
You have really nice seats.
I do, and a nice top that
Right.
I put down.
I paid all this money to fold it up.
But the rain stays out of it,
Yes.
which is a sweet feature.
That is cool.
But like that's how lame my weekend is. Like I've been looking at that number on the weather forecast, and I was like, that's what I'm doing. As soon as I get off work, like just heading out.
Yeah, we don't have a lot going on this weekend, and I don't really recall the last time we didn't have a lot going on the weekend.
Enjoy it. Enjoy
I'm
it.
quite looking forward to it.
That's why we're knocking doubles tonight. We're getting ahead of the curve.
Yeah,
Listeners won't know any different
that's right.
because they're too busy Cincinnati swapping their friends.
Yeah, and,
Signing them up for the
and
podcast
loading up Zins.
in their mouth.
Yeah, you didn't let me finish. That's where I was going with that.
I hope so.
The old mouth Zen.
The old mouth, the old fashioned way.
Yeah,
You loser. I tell you what, Troy, you wanted to make them quick. That's an hour 10.
that's quick.
I could knock an hour 10 because we got a bunch of, no, 40's in the butt comes off the old list. I guess we are running lower on topics, but I feel like we're in a groove.
Yeah,
I think we crank another hour and a half.
I think so, but probably not.
We'll find out.
Yeah,
I got a dope deli.
stick around.
Yeah, stick around. Come back next week.
Is it alcoholic Gatorade?
No. It's alcoholic Powerade.
Ooh, totally
Yeah.
different.
Totally different. It's going to be pretty good. It's going to be pretty good. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in out there. We certainly do appreciate it. You hear how I said that? Appreciate. Ely's still in my fucking head.
Yeah.
I can't say appreciate like I used to.
Didn't he text us the other day?
I doubt it. End of story. If you have any topics you want to send us, please do so at insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you. Lord knows we need topics because every once in a while we do doubles.
And then the topics come in real handy.
Yeah, it's super helpful. If you need a mortgage, head over to screendoormortgage.com. Well, first, find out if you live in Georgia or Virginia. Second, head
Go
over to
outside, look
screendoormortgage.com.
around.
Does it look like Georgia or Virginia?
Yeah.
Is it covered in allergies? That's Georgia or Virginia.
You're good to go.
And head over to screendoormortgage.com. Jimmy will be glad to take care of you, help take what's a difficult situation and make it a lot easier. Remember, buying a home is fun. And he can make the financing part better. There we go, Jimmy.
Yes.
How was that? You like that one? We get paid this week? Damn. So many rules and regulations in that industry. That's all I'm saying. Screen Door Mortgage. If you need some sunglasses, head over to nectarsunglasses.com and drop ITPH in the coupon code. You'll get 20% off what is already a good priced pair of
Such a
sunglasses.
crazy angle they hold those standards to that industry when like any other industry can outright lie to you about anything.
Oh, yeah. Dude, Nectar Sunglasses. You could only do 30s in your ass. Wear these polarized
Yeah.
shades. You go to 40. See? Like, you can say whatever, and there's no regulations
Yeah.
there. Like, there's no questioning.
You can, Nectar could say, we have the best deal on sunglasses in the entire world and no legal
None.
nothing.
None.
Yeah.
Other sunglasses just aren't polarized as well as these are.
Yeah.
And 100% recycled materials in the frames of Nectar Sunglasses.
That's true.
I can actually say that
Yeah.
because that's a fact. I actually give a shit over
Yeah.
at Nectar Sunglasses. But no, that's cool. Go buy some Oakleys and, continue to just destroy the
$19.99
world.
called.
Yeah. If you're going to keep wearing Oakleys, you better hope we can get to K2 18.4 or 18B faster because you're destroying the world. If you love the earth, buy Nectars.
I mean, if you want people to think you're into domestic violence, keep rocking your wraparound Oakleys.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah.
Do it. Real cool. Good idea.
Whatever, Chad.
If you have too much Venmo, send it over to our Venmo.
At Inside the Pallet
You would
House.
time this
Thanks so much.
horribly.
Cheers.
That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think?
I know you ain't watching Cinemax.
Timed it perfectly.